And the opening contest here in the second round of King of the Ring features the Junkyard Dog taking on the natural Butch Reed. And the referee rings the bell and we are set to go here. And this match should be a good one. And there's a short arm clothesline by the natural who's strutting his stuff. Both men had very tough first round matches. The Junkyard Dog defeated Terry Funk to earn his spot here in the second round. And the natural Butch Reed defeated Tito Santana to earn his spot in the match. And the winner of this contest will face the winner of Don Muraco and the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. And they will make it to the finals. So a very important matchup here at King of the Ring. And thus far in the contest, it has been back and forth. A backbreaker by the Junkyard Dog takes Butch Reed down, who takes a quick timeout outside the ring, but the Junkyard Dog is following him. And let's see if anything comes out of this action outside the ring. And Butch Reed trying to escape the Junkyard Dog, and Junkyard Dog slowly stalking Reed, but the big knee to the head by Butch Reed takes the Junkyard Dog down. The first big maneuver of this matchup. And another big maneuver on the outside floor. Butch Reed up and over with the Junkyard Dog face first in the mat. We talked earlier in the evening that Junkyard Dog has a hard head. Does not necessarily mean he has a hard face. And Butch Reed exposing that face, and the referees count up to 7. And another high knee in the ring, and Butch Reed's going to beat the count. And the referee's going to keep counting. Butch Reed will take a count out victory, up to 8. And the Junkyard Dog sneaks back in. And throws JYD back over the top rope, and Butch Reed follows him. And Butch Reed almost stole a count-out victory here against Junkyard Dog. And now into the guardrail goes the Junkyard Dog, and there's Butch Reed following him. And these two tremendous World Wrestling Federation athletes. Oh, and over the guardrail into the crowd goes Junkyard Dog. Wow. Some of those fans at the ringside area getting a little bit of bang for their buck. And again, over the guardrail goes the Junkyard Dog. The referee's counting. Up to 6. And Junkyard Dog looks like he's going to make it back in time, up to 7. And another clothesline by Butch Reed. It goes for the cover. 1. And a kick out at 1 by the Junkyard Dog. A back and forth contest here early in this early going of the matchup. And of course, we still have the World Tag Team Championship match between the Islanders and the Killer Bees. And of course, the main event for the World Heavyweight Championship. And there's Junkyard Dog ramming Butch Reed's head 10 times into the top turnbuckle. Junkyard Dog go for the cover. Butch Reed's down 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 by Butch Reed. Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff defends his World Heavyweight Championship against the Macho Man Randy Savage. So we still have a wonderful evening of King of the Ring action still to come. And we thank you for joining us. And Butch Reed takes control over the Junkyard Dog. And I spoke too soon. Reversal into the ropes and an elbow. And back and forth, back and forth. And Butch Reed going up top. The Junkyard Dog catches him. And now has his arm around his throat and slams him down to the mat goes Butch Reed. And the Junkyard Dog now catering to the fans. Feeling it. Can he hit that power slam and go for the cover? And Butch Reed with a big forearm. And now a big hip toss takes over Junkyard Dog. And now into the turnbuckle goes Junkyard Dog, and Butch Reed follows him. Puts him up on the top turnbuckle, and it could be a beautiful arm drag off the top rope. Goes for the cover. In position 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 by the Junkyard Dog. And Butch Reed looking to growing impatient, it looks. Now that's the facial expression he's giving. Oh, and a chop block to the back of the Junkyard Dog's knee. Goes for the cover. 1. And a kick out at 1. And Butch Reed again showing frustration here. Maybe if his manager, the Reverend Slick, was at ringside, he could shout encouragement. But managers from King of the Ring matches have been banned from ringside. And there's a kick out at 1 again by the Junkyard Dog. And rolls out to the outside floor. And now Butch Reed whips the Junkyard Dog in. Big clothesline takes JYD down. Butch Reed now in control. Whips the dog in, and up and over the top rope goes the dog. And Butch Reed flexing his muscles to the masses here in Massachusetts. Yes, the masses in Massachusetts. And he follows him out to the floor. And a big right hand, another big right hand, a third right hand, a fourth. And Butch Reed punching away, jabbing away at the Junkyard Dog. Oh, and a gorilla press slam down on the concrete floor. And Butch Reed in control here. And the knee misses the high knee on the outside. And Junkyard Dog with a reversal, throwing Butch Reed into the guardrail. And again, a slam into the guardrail. The referee's count is up to 7. These men better get back in the ring. And Junkyard Dog throws Butch Reed in. And the referee urging JYD to get back in too. And there's an elbow to the head. Back and forth and back and forth. These two men going at it. And Butch Reed going up top. Could he be setting him up for that shoulder breaker? The shoulder block, excuse me. The shoulder block off the top rope. He has him, and he nails it. And if he goes for the cover, it could be it. Here's a replay. Watch JYD again. His head bounces off the rope. What a thunderous move. That's how he beat Tito Santana in the first round. Referee position 1, 2, and through a kick out by Junkyard Dog, kicked out. And Butch Reed is questioning the speed of the count. And now an elbow. He's staying on top of the JYD. Goes for the cover again. Referee in position 1, 2, and a kick out again. And Butch Reed cannot believe it. He kicked out of the shoulder block. Kicked out of an elbow drop. Setting him up. Oh, it looks like a pile driver. And he nails it. He nails the Junkyard Dog with a pile driver. Butch Reed goes for the cover. This should be it. 1, 2, and a kick out again. Junkyard Dog will not go away quietly. And Butch Reed picks him up again and throws him hard and up and over the top rope again. Butch Reed is growing very frustrated. You can see it in his face. He cannot put the Junkyard Dog away. And he's just standing there. It's almost like he's in a state of shock. He wants the count-out victory, which I can't explain. He can't get the man down for a 3 count. Yet he wants the referee to count to 10? I don't understand. Let's Junkyard Dog back in, up against the ropes. And whips him in. And a big clothesline takes JYD down. And a high knee busts JYD open. Butch Reed goes for the cover, and that should be it. 1, 2, and throw a kick out again. And Junkyard Dog will not go away. Butch Reed picking up JYD. Could it be nailing another pile driver? And it is! Up and down goes JYD. And Butch Reed going for the cover. That has to be it. 1, 2, and a kick out again. And Butch Reed does not know what to do. He's going back up to the top. It's either going to be a shoulder block again or maybe that clothesline. He's been nailing that lariat off the top rope. JYD gets up in a beautiful lariat off the top rope. That has to be it. Junkyard Dog rolled over, goes for the cover. On top is Reed too. And throw a kick out again. Butch Reed cannot believe it. Butch Reed is in a state of shock. And Reed whips JYD into the referee. The referee goes down. And Butch Reed with a clothesline. And wait a second, Butch Reed going outside. Don't tell me he's going to grab a weapon. He has a sledgehammer. And he nails a JYD, but the referee gets up and disqualifies Reed. I don't believe it. The frustration of Butch Reed was trying to cheat. The referee was knocked down, and Butch Reed got a weapon, and the referee got back up in time, and there it is. The Junkyard Dog is moving to the quarterfinals. He will face the winner of Ted DiBiase and Don Muraco. Fans, don't go away. We'll have more King of the Ring action after this quick timeout. And the second contest here in the next round of King of the Ring features Ricky the Dragon Steamboat taking on one adorable Adrian Adonis. And the winner of this contest will go on to face the one-man gang who received a bye to this round due to the double countout between Nikolai Volkov and Jim Duggan, and away we go. And Steamboat working early over Adonis. Of course, we still have the World Tag Team Championship as the Islanders defend against the Killer Bees. And the main event, Macho Man Randy Savage gets his opportunity. After pinning Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff in that tag team match on Saturday Night's Main Event last month, he gets a world title opportunity against Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff. That is our main event. And Ricky Steamboat working over Adrian Adonis. And a thunderous clothesline takes Adrian into the corner. And Adrian fights out. But a reversal by Steamboat into the corner. Face first goes Adonis. And a beautiful move by Steamboat taking Adonis down. Steamboat has been in control in the early going of this contest. And of course we have the other next round contest between Don Muraco and $1 Million Man. The winner of that match will take on the Junkyard Dog, who we just saw victorious in our last match. And up and over goes Adrian in a stalemate. And Steamboat and Adrian. Over the top rope goes adorable Adrian Adonis, and there's Ricky Steamboat catering to the fans. And they are on their feet in support of the Dragon. Now Adonis gets in at the count of 3. Not really a threat to be counted out there. And a beautiful arm drag maneuver takes Adrian up and over, and Steamboat now climbing up to the top rope. Could he be setting him up for that crossbody? Steamboat asking the crowd for approval. Adonis back to his feet. Oh, and a beautiful maneuver takes Adrian Adonis up and over. And Steamboat in control. Inside cradle goes for the cover. Referee in position 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 by Adonis. And what a beautiful maneuver. The momentum of Ricky Steamboat, his weight, took Adonis up and over. And he misses with that elbow, and Adonis rolls out to the ring to escape, and a knee to the face. And now Steamboat going up top again. And what's he setting up for this time? A beautiful elbow drop. Goes for the cover. Referee in position 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 again. And Steamboat going for the sleeper hold. Has Adonis in trouble. Adonis doing the best he can to fight it. We've seen opponents tap out to the sleeper hold, but then many times it's been used as a precursor to that flying crossbody. And Steamboat lets him out, and Steamboat feels it. The crowd is on their feet. And Steamboat picks up Adonis. And up and over the top rope goes Adorable One. And that's going to give him actually a break to recuperate. I'm not sure what Steamboat was thinking there. The referee's counting, and Steamboat's just walking around. I'm not sure what the point of that was. He had Adonis in that sleeper hold. Let him go. He could have probably gone for the cover there. Again, he has used that sleeper hold to set up that crossbody up the top rope, but threw Adonis over the top rope, allowing Adonis to get his breath, and now Adonis in control. Oh, I spoke too soon. Up and over. And a roll-up from behind. Steamboat has him 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 again by Adonis. And the fans are going crazy here. And a belly-to-back suplex, up and down goes Adonis. What a back-and-forth contest. And a reversal by Adonis. And a stalemate. Up an inverted atomic drop. And Adonis is in control. And Steamboat fighting back. A beautiful axe handle and a chop takes Adonis down. And now Steamboat again allowing Adonis to get back to his feet. Oh, I spoke too soon. He's going up top. And what is he setting him up for this time? Adonis crawling back to his feet. And Steamboat is up and misses the high crossbody. Adonis rolling out of the way. And Adonis now in control. Whips Steamboat into the ropes. And a drop toe hold takes Steamboat down. Wow, Steamboat missed that crossbody. Snapmare takeover by Adonis. And now Adonis is in control. raking the eyes of Steamboat. Picks him up, and a backbreaker takes Steamboat down. Wow, Steamboat missed that crossbody, allowing Adonis to take over. And Steamboat fighting back with a chop. And a kick to the stomach, and now a punch, and a crossbody takes Adonis down. Steamboat fighting back. Now he's going up top again. Could he be setting him up again for that crossbody? If he hits it, it's over. Adonis is down. One would think Steamboat could have gone for the cover. Adonis getting back to his feet. He's halfway across the ring. There's no way he's going to make this. And he goes for the crossbody. He misses again. Adonis charges and misses. Drop toe hold takes Steamboat down. And now working the leg of Steamboat. And Adonis twice ducked out of the way of the flying crossbody from the top rope, and Steamboat is in trouble. Inverted atomic drop again. And Adonis goes for the cover. Could that be it? Luck is on his side. 1, 2, and 3. The referee counted 3, but only a 2. I heard the referee's hand come down for 3, but he's insisting that Steamboat's shoulder got up at 2. And Adonis had words, but went back on the attack. Very wise move on adorable Adrian Adonis' part. And now has Steamboat against the ropes and in trouble. And drops that knee across the chest of Steamboat, who wisely rolls out of the ring. Adonis follows him, and these two are going at it on the floor. A belly-to-back suplex takes Adrian up and over. Steamboat now back in the ring. And he'll take a count-out victory here if he so desires. Referee is up to 4. Urging Adonis to get back in. I'm sure Adonis wants to get back in. He does not want to lose this matchup. And Steamboat allowing Adrian back in. Whips Adonis hard into the turnbuckle. And whips Adonis hard again into the turnbuckle. And now into the ropes. Up and over. Beautiful arm drag takes Adonis up and over. Steamboat's now going up top again. Will he have better luck? Adonis is down. Getting back to his feet. Steamboat's perched high and flies. The Dragon nails the crossbody off the top. Referee in position. 1, 2, and 3. And Steamboat able to hit that third crossbody because he missed the first 2. The third one hit him and got the victory. And here are some highlights from earlier in the contest. And Ricky Steamboat will go on to the next round to face the one-man gang. And our final 4 is shaping up. We have one more contest in this round as Ted DiBiase will wrestle Don the Rock Muraco, Magnificent Muraco. And then the final 4 will be set. The winner of that match will join the Junkyard Dog, the one-man gang, and now Ricky Steamboat in the final 4 of King of the Ring. And what a match this was. Steamboat missing the first 2 crossbodies off the top rope. Did not miss this one. And off the top, nails Adonis and gets the pinfall victory. And there is your winner, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. We're going to take a look at the updated brackets in just a moment. But the fans here showing their love and support to the Dragon. And there it is, the updated standings coming right now of the King of the Ring. The final 3 of the final 4 are there. Ricky Steamboat is joining the one-man gang and the Junkyard Dog. Our next contest is up next. We'll be right back after this quick timeout. And our final match in the second round of King of the Ring features Ted DiBiase and Don Muraco. Now, earlier in the evening, Ted DiBiase had made an offer to Don Muraco. It was one superstar, Billy Graham, who interjected himself and said, look, Muraco, we may not be on the same side, but you know you want that world title opportunity. And Muraco walked away and said, I'll see you in the ring, pointing to DiBiase, and here we are. And now DiBiase in control. So, again, that weird, strained relationship between Don Muraco and Superstar Graham. Superstar Graham really trying to look after Don Muraco and going for the cover here. 1, and a kick out at 1. Superstar and Muraco not on the same page, but you can definitely see there's a mentor and a teacher. There's a respect. Muraco respects Superstar Graham, and Superstar Graham wants Muraco to succeed. And if those two get on the same page, Don Muraco will be unstoppable. And DDT takes Ted DiBiase down. Muraco picks up the $1 Million Man and whips him hard and up and over the top rope and down to the floor. And I think DiBiase hit his head on the stairs. And DiBiase is shaken up. And Muraco DDT'd him on the floor. If he wasn't shaken up before, he's shaken up now. And now Muraco in control. Has DiBiase and whips him hard into the ring. And DiBiase taking care of Muraco taking care of DiBiase on the outside floor. And Muraco in firm control, a backbreaker. And DiBiase's in trouble. Muraco slides back in the ring. And the fans here are going crazy in support of the magnificent Don Muraco. And DiBiase made his way back to his feet, slides back in the ring, and a big clothesline takes DiBiase down. Going for the cover 1. And a kick out at 1. And Muraco, with a big kick, takes DiBiase down, and outside again the ring goes DiBiase, trying to collect his thoughts. And Muraco allowing him to get back into the ring. A big double axe handle takes DiBiase down. Now Muraco going for the leg and working the leg of the $1 Million Man. The winner of this match will join the Junkyard Dog, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, and the one-man gang in the Final 4. And DiBiase now slapping, adding insult to injury over Don Muraco. And DiBiase regained control. And I spoke too soon. Arm drag takeover by Muraco. A big right hand and a kick again. Takes DiBiase down. And a big hard whip into the ropes. And a stalemate here, these two. Oh, and a DDT by Muraco. Takes DiBiase down to stomp to the back of the head. Muraco been working the head all match and he has him up. Big body slam down. Muraco been working the head of DiBiase the entire match. And there's that tongue and thumb grip. That death grip around the throat of DiBiase, trying to fight his way out of it. And Muraco. Ooh, and DiBiase punches to the gut, gets his way out of it. And a snapmare takeover by DiBiase. And now a headlock, allowing DiBiase to recuperate. And Muraco trying to fight his way out. And Muraco has DiBiase up and a backbreaker down. And Muraco has been in control most of this match. And DiBiase with a big right hand. Maybe a last-ditch effort and a jab by Muraco. A kick in the midsection. And now Muraco has DiBiase up and it's that tombstone piledriver. He nails it. Oh, Lord, I don't see DiBiase kicking out of this. He nailed him with that tombstone piledriver. And again, Muraco's been working the head this entire match with DDTs. And nails a tombstone 1, 2, and 3. And Don Muraco, this has to be considered somewhat of an upset. Don Muraco has defeated the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. He is joining the Junkyard Dog, the one-man gang, and Ricky Steamboat in the Final 4. He will take on the Junkyard Dog in the following round. And here are some highlights. And Muraco dominated this match. And DiBiase, after buying his way through the first round against Tiger Chung Lee, tried to buy his way into the finals. And Muraco said no, with help from superstar Billy Graham. That relationship is very strained right now. But Muraco with that tombstone piledriver, and DiBiase was not kicking out, and that has to be deemed an upset. The $1 Million Man, a top contender. And Muraco made very short work of the $1 Million Man. So here are the updated brackets here at King of the Ring. And you will see that Don Muraco slides into the Final 4. And fans, what an evening of action this has turned out to be at King of the Ring. Muraco joins the Final 4. We will have more after this quick timeout. And the opening semi-final round match here at King of the Ring features the magnificent Don Muraco going up against the Junkyard Dog. And here we go, a kicked in midsection by Muraco. These two men have battled their way to the semifinals. And the winner will face off against the winner of Ricky Steamboat and the one-man gang. And Muraco hammering away at the Junkyard Dog in the early going of this contest. And the Junkyard Dog defeated Terry Funk and Butch Reed to get to this matchup, while the Magnificent Muraco defeated Wild Samoan Sika and then basically refused the buyout offer by the $1 Million Man, who gave him an offer of $10,000. And Muraco, with the advice of superstar Billy Graham, said no. And Muraco, again, is walking that thin line between being a fan favorite and a rule breaker. There's a lot of gray with Magnificent Muraco right now. While he did take the advice of superstar Billy Graham, one of his mentors, he has also been seen backstage with Mr. Fuji. So there is a struggle going on in the mind of the Magnificent One with which way his career path should go. But here he is in the ring with Junkyard Dog, and Junkyard Dog has most of, if not all of this crowd solidly behind him. And there's an elbow to the back of Muraco's neck and a kick to the midsection. Both men are on the outside. The referee's count is up to 3. And the Junkyard Dog ramming Magnificent Muraco's face into the mat. And now picking up Muraco and throws him into the guardrail. And now the Junkyard Dog ramming Muraco into the guardrail. The referee's count is up to 6. And both men fighting on the outside. We've already seen one double count out this evening between Hacksaw Duggan and Nikolai Volkov, eliminating both men from the competition, which, if that were the case, that would make Ricky Steamboat and the one-man gang the finals by default. But here we are. Both men did get back in the ring, and the Junkyard Dog is taken over on Magnificent Muraco, and Muraco bails out of the ring to collect his thoughts. And fans, we still have the World Wrestling Federation Tag Team Championship on the line as the Killer Bees will challenge the Islanders. That match is coming up after the following semifinal match. And of course, the main event, Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff defends his World Wrestling Federation Championship against the Macho Man Randy Savage after Savage pinned him on last month's Saturday night's main event. And now Muraco wrenching a bear hug on JYD. Is JYD going to give up? And an elbow to the neck, a second elbow, and a clap over the hands breaks the hold, and Muraco's hearing bells. A shoulder block takes JYD down. JYD had the momentum for a minute there, and now Muraco choking JYD. He did break it before the 5 count, goes for the cover, and now his feet on the ropes. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 by the JYD. And now Muraco with another onset of punches and kicks and elbows, really taking over this contest. Whips JYD into the ropes. And a back body drop takes the big man up and over. That's 285 pounds. Muraco tossing it like a sack of potatoes. And now Muraco rebounding off the ropes. And another elbow to the side of the head of Junkyard Dog. And up and over goes JYD out to the floor. And Muraco feeling it now. And the referee's counting. Magnificent Muraco will take the count-out victory and move on to that next round. But JYD is up and back in the ring. And a big double axe handle takes JYD down. Going for the cover. 1, 2, and a kick. Oh, a kick out at 1.5. Ooh, and there's a JYD with a headbutt on Muraco. Takes Muraco down. And now JYD back in control. It has been quite a seesaw battle thus far. And JYD going for the cover. 1, 2, and a kick out by Muraco. And JYD cannot believe it. Going to take more than a single headbutt to take Muraco out. He has been through so much thus far. And again, that mental battle in his head, whether he should take advice from... Oh, and there's the Asiatic spike He has JYD. Is JYD going to give up? JYD's fighting it for all he can. Muraco's really cinching it in. JYD trying to fight out of it. And he does with a big right hand to the midsection. Breaks the hold. That Asiatic spike. Oh, and a power slam by JYD. JYD has the momentum. He's going to drag Muraco to the center of the ring. He's going to go for the cover. He does. Referee in position. 1, 2, and a kick out by Muraco. What a change of events here. Muraco had the Asiatic spike locked in on JYD, who broke the hold, nailed the power slam, and got nearly a 3 count. A seesaw battle back and forth. And Muraco with a punch to the midsection. And a snapmare takeover. And one has to wonder what's going through Muraco's head again. There's that inner struggle, whether he should follow the advice of one superstar Billy Graham or Mr. Fuji. And to say the least, that both methods of advice would be extremely different from the other. And Muraco fighting his way out, nails the JYD, misses with a clothesline. And he has Junkyard Dog up for the Hawaiian Hammer, that tombstone pile driver. But wait, a reversal by Junkyard Dog, and he nails it. Muraco had him up for that Hawaiian Hammer, that tombstone pile driver. And JYD reversed it. And now another power slam by the Junkyard Dog, and that has to be it. Here's a replay. He nails Magnificent Muraco with that power slam. And Junkyard Dog will earn his spot into the finals here. Pulls Muraco to the center of the ring. Goes for the cover. Referee in position. 1, 2, and 3. No, Muraco kicked out. Muraco kicked out at the very last split second. JYD arguing with the referee, but staying on top of Muraco very wisely. And now working the neck of the Magnificent One. Oh, you don't get much closer than that. Muraco barely escaping. And now Junkyard Dog staying on top of Muraco. And Muraco with a back body drop, trying to buy himself some time. Picks up the JYD. And a big elbow smash again to the side of the head of Junkyard Dog. Whips him up and over the top rope goes JYD, who I think crashed down on the stairs. He went shoulder first into the bottom stair at ringside, and Junkyard Dog is not moving. The referee has begun his count. And now JYD slowly starting to move here. The referee's up to a count, I believe, of 5. And Magnificent Muraco backing away. Oh, and now allowing Junkyard Dog to get back in. And a big clothesline takes JYD down. And Muraco again with another elbow smash. And up and over again goes JYD, who again hits the stairs. Now this time, Muraco's falling out to the floor. Muraco picks him up, and a big double axe handle takes JYD down, who I think his shoulder hit the side of that guardrail. And JYD throwing Magnificent Muraco into the aisleway. Again, this is very reminiscent of Nikolai Volkov and Don Muraco battling it out in the floor, the entranceway. They got double counted out. The referee is still counting. Muraco hits an elbow. And Muraco's going to go back in the ring. And could he win this match via count out? Referee's up to a count of 7. And sneaks back in. And Muraco catches him with a big kick. And now a reversal by Junkyard Dog. And a shoulder block takes Muraco down. Again, back and forth contest. You can't ask for more than this. It is King of the Ring. The winner gets a world title opportunity at Madison Square Garden next month. So they're fighting. They're leaving it all in the ring. And now Junkyard Dog has Muraco up, and a beautiful slam off the top turnbuckle, and down goes Muraco. Junkyard Dog rolls him over, goes for the cover. Could this be it? 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. And the fans are starting to get behind Muraco. I mean, they're split 50-50, but they are cheering when Muraco kicks out of the pinfall attempts. And the fans, much like Muraco, is torn with what side they want to cheer for. And now Junkyard Dog trying to catch his breath before delivering more punishment to Muraco, stopping away. And now working the arm of the magnificent Muraco, which I believe that's the arm he uses for that Asiatic spike. Now, up again goes Muraco and down with a power slam again. Junkyard Dog nails him the third time this contest with a power slam. And if Muraco kicks out of this, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. Goes for the cover. 1, 2, and 3. No, he kicked out again. And Junkyard Dog again having words with the official. I do not believe that Muraco kicked out not once, not twice, but 3 times of the power slam maneuver by the Junkyard Dog. And again, Junkyard Dog staying on top of Muraco, working the neck now of the Magnificent One. And he's in trouble. Magnificent Muraco is in deep trouble here. Because I guarantee you one of those times, Junkyard Dog may hit that power slam and he will not kick out. And now working again the neck of Muraco as Junkyard Dog. Goes for the cover. Referee in position 1. And a kick out of 1. Muraco may be getting a second wind here. And again, the fans erupt. They can feel the inner tension that Muraco's going through. I think a lot of them can relate. They can sympathize. And they want to see Muraco succeed. But Junkyard Dog is so popular with the fans that it has been odd to see the fans cheer for both men in this contest. But only one of them is going to move on. A reversal by Muraco sends Junkyard Dog up and over the top, but not to the floor. Hip toss back in. Muraco trying to catch his breath. Muraco picks up Junkyard Dog and again goes for that Asiatic spike. Junkyard Dog's trying to fight it, but Muraco has it cinched in. I think JYD's going to tap. And he does. There it is. Muraco has won the semifinal contest. He is going to the finals against the winner of Ricky Steamboat and One Man Gang. What a matchup. And here are some highlights. There's that Asiatic spike the first time that JYD was able to break out of. And Junkyard Dog nailed several power slams. Here's one right here. Nails Muraco. And each time Muraco was able to get out to the last second. There's a second one. And Muraco able to kick out at the last split second each time. And he was finally able to hit Junkyard Dog with his Asiatic spike again. And your winner going to the finals, the magnificent Muraco. And here are our updated brackets coming right now. Magnificent Muraco has a date with the winner of Ricky Steamboat and the One Man Gang. Fans, our World Tag Team title match and our World Heavyweight title match still to come. The next match will be the final, the second semifinal match to see who faces Don Muraco in the finals. Ricky Steamboat versus the One Man Gang is coming up next. Fans, do not go away. There is your winner, Magnificent Muraco. We'll be right back after this quick timeout. And the second semifinal match here will be Ricky the Dragon Steamboat going against the One Man Gang. And the winner of this contest will face the magnificent Don Muraco in the finals. Oh! And Steamboat missing a crossbody, but quick to his feet. And agile, kicking away to One Man Gang. And the One Man Gang defeated George the Animal Steel in the first round. Got a bye into the semifinals here because Hacksaw Duggan and Nikolai Volkov were both counted out. And Ricky Steamboat's venture here, a little bit more orthodox as he clotheslines One Man Gang outside of the ring into the floor. And Steamboat in trouble, or in control, I should say. And Steamboat defeating Cowboy Bob Orton and adorable Adrian Adonis. This will be the biggest task, of course. The One Man Gang. And now Gang working over on Steamboat, suplexing him back into the ring. And down with authority goes the Dragon. Now Steamboat fighting back. And the crossbody takes One Man Gang down 1. And a kick out at 1 by the One Man Gang. Now there are two thoughts here. Two different thoughts, I should say. The One Man Gang having a rest is very well rested. But Steamboat has been in competition. So while he may be a little bit more tired, he has been in competition, and maybe he is the favorite in this matchup. Time will tell. And he's kicking away the bigger one-man gang, stumbling. Oh, and a big body slam. Up and over goes the gang, and a neck breaker takes Steamboat down. I'm not sure which school of thought I'm with. I would never count out the Dragon, but one-man gang did have it easy thus far after defeating George the Animal Steel. And now he's on the outside, and Steamboat will allow a countout. Steamboat trying to get to the finals here, get that world championship match. There was nobody who would like an opportunity for the world heavyweight championship more than the Dragon, I have to believe. And Steamboat now working on the one-man gang with kicks to the shin, another kick to the shin, and an elbow to the head. And one-man gang is in trouble. Into the ropes. Oh, and a big shoulder block by the one-man gang on the rebound. That's 360 pounds charging at him. And Steamboat missing with a high crossbody, and one-man gang taking control. And a Snapmare takeover takes Steamboat down. Now working the neck of Steamboat is the one-man gang. And he's really sinking it in here. He's going to rip Steamboat's head off, popping it like a pimple. And Steamboat able to get up and out. A big punch to the midsection, another right hand. And one-man gang is stumbling against the ropes. Steamboat has him. Whipped him in. And another shoulder block takedown by the one-man gang. Every time Steamboat gets somewhat of momentum, one-man gang charges back. And now Steamboat again, this time he nails the crossbody. And one-man gang down, picks him back up. And he was going for a maneuver, and one-man gang shoved him up, and a big shoulder block takes Steamboat down. And now one-man gang back in control. The early going belonged to Steamboat, but it's been back and forth the last few minutes. And now gang has the Dragon up. Picking him up for a big body slam. Down on the mat goes Steamboat, clutching his lower back. One-man gun going to the second turnbuckle, and Steamboat wisely rolls out of the ring. And both men catching their breath here. Now one-man gang going after the Dragon, who misses with a drop kick and misses with a kick, and again an elbow by the one-man gang and a swinging neck breaker on the concrete floor. And Ricky Steamboat is in trouble, but he's firing back with an uppercut. And Steamboat running away from the one-man gang. I don't blame him. Gang back into the ring. And now a roll-up from behind the schoolboy. Steamboat has him 1, 2, and a kick out by one-man gang. And the fans are erupting here in Massachusetts. And Dragon throws one-man gang up and over the turnbuckle, goes to one-man gang. And I think his shoulder hit on the stairs, the wooden stairs outside the ring, and one-man gang is slow to get up. And the referee has begun his count. And gang back to his feet. Steamboat lets him roll back in. And now a chop, a second chop. An armbar and a kick to the midsection by the Steamboat. And he's staying on top of the one-man gang. A very wise move and a beautiful maneuver there. An elbow to the midsection, an elbow to the head. And now Steamboat going up top. Could this be it? Could he be setting off for that crossbody? The one-man gang gets up to his feet. And he nails him with it. He hooks the leg. Referee in position. 1, 2, and 3. And Steamboat is going to the finals against the magnificent Muraco. And here's a replay of that crossbody off the top rope. Beautiful maneuver. And they're the finals right there. Muraco and Steamboat. Fans, our next match of the evening will be the World Tag Team Championship. So please do not go away. We'll be back with more King of the Ring action after this quick timeout. And the next match here at King of the Ring will be for the World Wrestling Federation Tag Team Championships. And there they are making their way to the ring. The challengers, the Killer Bees of Jumping Jim Brunzell and B. Brian Blair. And of course, they have been on a hot streak as of late here in the World Wrestling Federation. They defeated Demolition last week on Primetime Wrestling to earn this opportunity. And there they are. They're making their way to the ring now, the World Tag Team Champions. Now, Bobby Heenan is not allowed at ringside due to the Texas Tornado-style rules. So it's interesting to see how the Islanders will fare without their manager, Bobby Heenan, in their corner. Now, Bobby Heenan, of course, is the manager of all current champions here in the WWF. The Islanders, of course, won the World Tag Team Championship at the main event by defeating the Hart Foundation the same night that Mr. Wonderful won the World Heavyweight Championship by defeating Hulk Hogan. And it was a few short days later when Rick Rude defeated the Macho Man Randy Savage for the Intercontinental Championship. So Bobby Heenan, basically on top of the world, can really only go one way, and that's down. He's already at the top. And he's looking to have all the gold at the conclusion of this evening as well. And this will be a tall task for the Islanders. Again, jumping Jim Brunzell and B. Brian Blair on a bit of a hot streak. And away we go. I will do my best to call the action during this Texas Tornado match. And it's Brunzell working over Haku, while Tama is working over B. Brian Blair. And a beautiful bridge suplex by Jim Brunzell takes Haku down. And a kick to the face by Tama on B. Brian Blair. And now Brian Blair fighting back with a punch of his own. And an elbow to the top of the head. And a big left hand. And a kick to the gut. And now Haku taking over on Jim Brunzell. And a drop kick to the back of the head of Brunzell. And I'm just going to kind of sit back and call what I can here. The action is fast and furious in a Texas Tornado match. And Haku picking up Brunzell. And a body slam down to the mat. Hard goes Brunzell. Meanwhile, Brian Blair has Tama. And a neckbreaker takes Tama down. And Haku with a beautiful bridge suplex on Jim Brunzell. They're both going for the cover. Wow, that would have been interesting if the referee had been able to count three as Brian Blair was covering Tama and Haku was covering Brunzell. But both members kicked out after one, so it was not to be. And a high knee there by Brian Blair, breaking the submission maneuver of Haku, for the time being at least. But that allowed Tama to sneak up from behind and hit an atomic drop, a second atomic drop, going for a third atomic drop, and that must hurt the spine of Brian Blair. Now Brunzell in second turnbuckle, waiting for Haku to get back up. An inverted atomic drop by Blair. And he missed with a drop kick. Haku pushed Brunzell out of the way. Brian Blair going for a cover on Tama, and Haku breaks up the pinfall. Wow, the action again is fast and furious here, fans. And now it looks like Brian Blair raking back on the head of Tama, and Haku breaking that up. And Haku just takes down Blair and starts firing away with a series of right hands. And not for long as Brunzell sprinted across the ring and nailed Haku with a bulldog. And a rake of the eyes right in front of the referee, but the referee allowing it to go on. I guess for all the times that the Islanders have cheated in the past. And what a beautiful suplex by Brunzell, drops the leg. And the action here again, firing away with a series of right hands is Brunzell on Haku. And all four men back in the ring. And now Brian Blair throws out Tama and follows him out to the floor. And a suplex by Brunzell on Haku. And Brian Blair ramming the back of Tama's head into the concrete floor. And drops an elbow on the outside. The referee, of course, not counting because it's Texas Tornado rules. All four men are able to be in or outside of the ring at the same time. The only way the match will end is with a pinfall or submission. And Brian Blair really going to work on Tama on the outside. And a beautiful butterfly suplex inside the ring by Brunzell has Haku in trouble. And firing away. And Brunzell working over Haku with a bridge suplex. And what a beautiful maneuver that was. And now Brunzell going to the second turnbuckle. And he drops an elbow on Haku. And yes, Brunzell can feel it. And the fans are on their feet here in Worcester, Massachusetts. They want to see the World Tag Team titles change hands. And now Haku with a scoop and a slam again on Brunzell. And B. Brian Blair climbing that second turnbuckle, waiting for Tama to get up. What's he have in store? And a double axe handle takes Tama down. And now stomping away on Tama, working the arm now of Tama. And Haku has gained control over Brunzell. And a rake of the eyes. The referee didn't see it. The referee was focusing on Blair, and Tama did not see the rake of the eyes. And a DDT by Haku. And Haku going to the second turnbuckle, waiting for Brunzell to get up. And he steps down from the turnbuckle. And the knee to the back by Blair. And now the Killer Bees working over Haku. Could this be the opening they were looking for? Blair setting up Haku. It looks like a sleeper hold. And Haku is fighting with everything he has. The fans have risen to their feet. Could this be it? It is. It is. Brian Blair put Haku to sleep. And your winners and new tag team champions, the Killer Bees. And it looks like Bobby Heenan not being at ringside did indeed do the Islanders and fans. We have the finals of the King of the Ring coming up. Don Muraco versus Ricky Steamboat. And of course, Paul Orndorff versus the Macho Man. Do not go away. We have more King of the Ring after this quick timeout. And here we are, fans, the finals of the King of the Ring. It will be The Rock, Magnificent Muraco, taking on Ricky Steamboat. And an inside cradle by Muraco, trying to put him away early. One! And a kick out of one by Ricky Steamboat. The winner of this contest will receive a world title opportunity next month at Saturday night's main event being held in Madison Square Garden. A huge opportunity awaits one of these WWF superstars. And there's an atomic drop by Steamboat. Takes Muraco down. And Steamboat going up top. And Muraco wisely rolling out of the floor. Fans, what an incredible night this has been. A tournament. King of the Ring. The winner will be, of course, in this match. And, of course, we have new World Tag Team Champions, the Killer Bees, upsetting the Islanders. I mean, it has to be an upset of the Islanders. And we still have our main event. Will lightning strike twice? Will the Macho Man Randy Savage defeat Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff? We will find out shortly. And Magnificent Muraco again to the outside floor. And the fans here in Massachusetts have been wonderful so far. Really solidly behind both competitors here, and Superstar Graham helping up Steamboat to his feet and very wisely steps away, does not want Muraco to get disqualified. It was Superstar Graham earlier tonight who advised Don Muraco not in an inside cradle, but Muraco has Steamboat down again, one, and a kick out of one. It was Graham who advised Don Muraco not to take the $10,000 buyout by Ted DiBiase, saying that you would regret it. And of course Muraco said, you're right. And of course Mr. Fuji was trying to weigh in and give his advice, and Muraco went with Superstar Billy Graham. And there's Graham at ringside. Now Graham is the first manager all evening in King of the Ring tournament, and Graham again picks up Ricky Steamboat. Better be careful not to get disqualified and throw Steamboat back in the ring. The referee's going to allow that. Did not, I guess, punch or lay a hand on Steamboat. So the referee did not disqualify Muraco, but still, I would be very careful if I was the Superstar. And now Muraco throwing Steamboat back in, a hip toss. These two have a history. That was, of course, when Muraco was managed by Mr. Fuji. And going for the cover, Muraco on top, one. 2, and a kick out at 2. And Steamboat, who made his way to the finals. Oh, and an elbow across the back by Muraco. And Steamboat won each of his contests with that crossbody off the top rope. And one would think if Muraco gets hit with that, it may be all over for him. And a stalemate, and the body slammed by Muraco. Down goes Steamboat. I think both of these men match up. Well, let's be honest. We don't know who the world champion will be after this evening. And there's, again, Superstar Graham. Be careful not to get disqualified. Muraco, a clothesline takes Steamboat down. I mean, let's face all four facts, all four men here. Muraco, Steamboat, Mr. Wonderful, and the Macho Man. And I think all four match up very evenly with each other. And a beautiful arm drag takeover by Steamboat, and Muraco is hurt. And Superstar Graham did shove Steamboat, the referee letting that go. So maybe Superstar Graham, knowing that he has to be on the same page as Muraco, knows he's competing with Mr. Fuji, may be trying to, I don't know. He's been, an arm drag here by Steamboat. Graham has been the quote-unquote the angel on the shoulder of Muraco. I hate to use that term, with Mr. Fuji being the devil on the shoulder. And now Superstar Graham has not once, not twice, but 3 times put his hands on Ricky Steamboat in this matchup. And a big elbow. I'm surprised Steamboat's not busted open there. And Steamboat has Muraco on top of his shoulders. And a guillotine over that top rope. And that's 280 pounds down across the neck. And I am surprised that Superstar Graham has, and a sleeper hold. Steamboat has a sleeper hold. The fans are on their feet. Could he be? Steamboat locking it in. Muraco fighting with everything he can. And Steamboat clinching it. Muraco gets out of it by, he breaks it by jumping down and ramming the back of his head into the front of Ricky Steamboat. And a beautiful suplex by Muraco. Goes for the cover, but Graham was distracted to a referee. And I don't know if Muraco saw that, but Superstar Graham was distracting the referee. And there's a DDT by Steamboat. What an even contest thus far. We are 5 minutes in, and Steamboat can feel it. A right hand by Muraco, a second right hand by Muraco. And a neck breaker by Steamboat ends that rally. And now Graham up on the counter. The apron. He's up on the counter. And just enough to allow Muraco to get back to his feet. A big right hand by Steamboat. And a belly to back takes Muraco up and over. And maybe Graham is leaning a little bit to that gray, that angel and that devil. Maybe he's right in the middle there, which is kind of where Muraco is. Muraco gets cheered by the fans, but fights to win. And a big backdrop by Muraco takes Steamboat down. We could be seeing a gray matter here. Gray, and Muraco has him. That Hawaiian crusher down. He nails him with it. That tombstone pile driver. And that could be it. He goes for the cover. Steamboat's down 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. And Muraco is beside himself. He can't believe it. Fans, I thought that was it. Muraco has won most of his matchups thus far in this tournament with that move. And another stalemate. Steamboat has Muraco into the turnbuckle. And Steamboat slow. You can see that tombstone pile driver took a lot out of him, but now he knows that if he can somehow put together a victory here, he will wrestle the winner of the Macho Man and Mr. Wonderful. And now a superplex, it looks like, by Steamboat, up and over by Muraco. 280 pounds on the floor. Steamboat goes for the cover. Referee down 1, and a kick out at 1. That's impressive. A superplex, and Muraco kicked out at 1. And now Steamboat working the neck of Don Muraco. What a back and forth contest this has been. Both men want to challenge for the World Heavyweight Championship. And up to the top goes Steamboat. And drops the elbow on Muraco. Could that be it? And Steamboat catering to the fans who are behind both competitors in this matchup. And Steamboat picks up Muraco. And has a sleeper hold again. And Muraco is fighting it for everything he can. Steamboat really cinching it in. Muraco's fighting it. Is he going to tap? He's going to tap. He's fighting it. He's fighting it. Steamboat really wrenching it in. The fans are going crazy here. And Muraco doing everything he can to get out. Steamboat turning it in. Muraco fighting it. Muraco fighting it. Keeps fighting it. Steamboat. Muraco. What a contest here. The sleeper hold. Muraco doing everything he can to fight it. Is he going to escape, fans? I don't know. Muraco trying to do everything he can. Steamboat has it cinched in. The fact he hasn't gone to sleep yet is a testament to Muraco. Muraco is trying to fight it. And he gets out. And Muraco has gotten out of the sleeper hold. Inside cradle. Muraco has him, and Superstar Graham again distracting the referee. If Muraco finds that out, that could cause a serious rip between these two. A Russian leg sweep by Steamboat takes Muraco down, and now Superstar Graham getting the attention of Ricky Steamboat. And that's allowing Don Muraco to get back to his feet. And firing wildly was Muraco. Belly to back suplex by Steamboat. Muraco up and over. And Steamboat can really feel it. He's reaching out to the fans for support. And he's climbing the top rope. Could this be it? Steamboat is up. Muraco getting back to his feet. Could it be? He misses with a chop. Muraco climbs the second turnbuckle and nails one of his own. Steamboat's down. Muraco has him up in the DDT. Face first goes Steamboat. Going for the covers. Muraco. 1, 2. And the kick out at 2 by Steamboat. What a back and forth contest this has been. And now, he had that vice grip on Steamboat, who got to the ropes. And now a big body slam. Oh, there it is. The Hawaiian crusher down. And can Muraco go for the cover? It's the second time this match he has hit that maneuver. Muraco goes for the cover, and here it is. 1, 2, and 3. No, a kick out by Steamboat. Muraco can't believe it. Steamboat kicked out. I don't know how. I think that was gut instinct. Muraco whips Steamboat hard into the turnbuckle. Inside cradle. Referee in position. 1, 2, and 3. Muraco has won the King of the Ring. And Magnificent Muraco will get a future world title match next month at Saturday night's main event. And here are some highlights of the contest. What an evenly back and forth contest. Steamboat had Muraco in a sleeper hold for what felt like an eternity. A good minute and a half, and Muraco fought out of it. And it was an inside cradle, a rebound off the turnbuckle pad that won the match for Magnificent Muraco. And Steamboat has nothing to hide here. I mean, what a great effort, a valiant effort on behalf of Ricky Steamboat. He has nothing to be ashamed of. Not only this evening, but this contest, he kicked out of 2 Hawaiian crushers by Muraco. And Muraco is your winner and King of the Ring. And fans, Magnificent Muraco gets a title opportunity next month at Madison Square Garden at Saturday night's main event. And here is the update. Your King of the Ring, Magnificent Don Muraco. And the main event still to come. And here we are, folks, the main event of King of the Ring. Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff defends his World Heavyweight Championship against the Macho Man Randy Savage. And here he is from Sarasota, Florida, weighing 242 pounds, being led to the ring by the lovely Miss Elizabeth. He is the Macho Man Randy Savage. And the Macho Man getting this opportunity after pinning Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff at Saturday Night's main event last month. And Jack Tunney putting this match together for King of the Ring, thinking that the former Intercontinental Champion deserved a shot at the World Heavyweight Championship. And he looks like he is ready for this match against the champion, Mr. Wonderful. And the Macho Man enjoying the cheers from the crowd, something that he is not really used to yet, I don't believe. He was a rule breaker for so long, and the fans were booing him. Now they're supporting him 100%, and here he is, making his way to the ring, the World Wrestling Federation Heavyweight Champion. He hails from Tampa, Florida, weighing at 252 pounds, being led to the ring by his manager, Bobby the Brain Heenan, the World Wrestling Federation Heavyweight Champion, Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff. And I said it before, I'll say it again. One would think being the World Heavyweight Champion would bring a smile to your face. But Mr. Wonderful is all business. He said he worked his tail off to get the Heavyweight Championship, and he will do anything and everything to keep it. And that world title, specially made for Mr. Wonderful. He said that the championship he had before was not big enough for a man of his caliber. So Bobby the Brain Heenan had a bigger, larger World Heavyweight Championship made specifically for Mr. Wonderful. And the referee checking both contestants for anything in their knee pads and boots, and away we go. And a knee to the midsection takes the Macho Man down. Mr. Wonderful working over the Macho Man in the early going of this contest. And one would think that this is not how the Macho Man won to start this match. He is usually the one starting off with a fast and furious offense. But it's Mr. Wonderful who caught the Macho Man sleeping and has been pounding away. And now a reversal by the Macho Man takes Mr. Wonderful down. Goes for the cover. In position and a kick out. Not even a 1 count. Macho Man trying to put him away early. And now Mr. Wonderful setting up the Macho Man for a suplex. And up and down goes the Macho Man. And we are less than a minute into this match, and Mr. Wonderful is already taunting the Macho Man. And a drop kick from behind. He allowed the Macho Man to get up, which was a mistake. He was taunting to the crowd 1 minute into the match, and the Macho Man with a drop. Oh, and Mr. Wonderful with a drop kick of his own takes the Macho Man down, and Savage rolling out to the outside of the ring. And now Mr. Wonderful has the Macho Man up in a suplex. Back in the ring goes Savage. And Mr. Wonderful calling for the pile driver. I think that would be way too early to put him away with that maneuver. I mean, Orndorff has this guy. Oh, and the Macho Man with a reversal. And a beautiful neck snap takedown. And Mr. Wonderful seeking some advice from his manager, Bobby the Brain Heenan, at ringside. And the Macho Man following him out. Oh, and the Orndorff with a big right hand and a knee to Savage. And now a forearm across the head. And Orndorff rolls back into the ring and says, nope, that's it. Count. And he's having the referee count. He's up to 3. And Macho Man will definitely get back to his feet here. But Mr. Wonderful, behind the referee's back, takes that ring pad down and nails Savage with a drop kick. And now Orndorff goes for the cover. Referee in position 1 and a kick out at 1. But the referee did not see that Paul Orndorff exposed the top turnbuckle, going for the cover again, feet on the ropes. And a kick out at 1 by Savage. And a big right hand takes the Macho Man down. And Mr. Wonderful is in control of the contest at this time. And I spoke too soon. A reversal by the Macho Man, sweeping Orndorff's legs, drops an elbow to follow it up. And Savage now working over Orndorff, has him in a submission-like maneuver, and Mr. Wonderful fights his way out of it. And both men struggling to get the advantage. It's been back and forth here the last minute or two. And, face first into that exposed turnbuckle goes the Macho Man. And now Orndorff setting him up, allowing the Macho Man to get back to his feet. Nails him with a big clothesline, takes him down. And Orndorff has Savage, and he's going to hit him with a pile driver. We're 5 minutes into this match, and Orndorff hits Savage with a pile driver. And he goes for the cover, and that could be it. 1, 2, and throw a kick out by the Macho Man. And Mr. Wonderful's beside himself. The fans erupt here on their feet. He goes for the cover again. 1, 2, and a kick out again. In 5 minutes, Mr. Wonderful hit the pile driver on Randy Savage. And now Orndorff stomping away on the Macho Man in the corner. Knees and fists. Throws Savage down. Nails him with an axe handle. Misses with a drop kick. This is the opportunity the Macho Man needs. And the Macho Man now working over Orndorff. Orndorff again misses with a drop kick. And an elbow by the Macho Man sends Orndorff into the turnbuckle and follows with a clothesline. And the Macho Man is taken over. And Orndorff wisely goes outside the ring. I think he's going to go back to the dressing room. He doesn't care if he gets counted out. He'll still be the champion. The Macho Man following him out. And Orndorff nails a drop kick in the aisleway. And now Mr. Wonderful, he's telling the referee, go ahead, count. Not even trying to get back into the ring. Oh, wait a second. He's going for a weapon. He has a steel chair in the ring. Come on, ref. Get it out of Mr. Wonderful's hands. And Orndorff slams the chair down. What's he going to do with the chair? Referee counting was up to 7. And Orndorff nails him with a kick. Goes for the cover. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 by the Macho Man. The action is fast and furious here. It's really picked up over the last minute when Mr. Wonderful hit the pile driver and whipped Savage viciously into the top turnbuckle. And now Orndorff again working over Savage. And he whips him into that exposed turnbuckle face first again. The Macho Man's in trouble. And Orndorff picking up Savage. The referee finally discarding that chair. Whips Savage again face first into the turnbuckle. And an atomic drop by Orndorff. Goes for the cover. Referee position 1, 2, and a kick out at the last second by the Macho Man. And Orndorff is beside himself. He is staying on top of Savage. Picks him up. Into the ropes goes the Macho Man. Up and over. And a big clothesline takes Savage down. Orndorff now going to the second turnbuckle and drops an elbow across the forehead of the Macho Man. Goes for the cover. 1, 2, and a kick out by the Macho Man. And the fans here have erupted. And now Orndorff going outside. Is he going to grab that chair again? He is. He's trying to get himself disqualified. And Bobby Heenan distracting the referee while Mr. Wonderful hits the Macho Man with a chair. Again with a chair. 2 times. Going to go for the cover. Referee, the chair's right there. 1, 2, and a kick out by the Macho Man. The fans here are erupting. Come on, ref. That chair's in the ring. A big clothesline by Orndorff. And Orndorff picks up the Macho Man again. Oh, no. A second time, a pile driver. Oh, and that's it. Orndorff has dominated this matchup. Goes for the cover, and Savage is not kicking out of this. 1, 2, and 3. No, he kicked out. He did. He kicked out. Savage is not going away quietly. That was 2 pile drivers by the Orndorff. And Macho Man kicked out. A snapmare takeover. And Orndorff is visibly upset. And I would be too, knowing my finisher twice and not getting the victory. And now a reversal by the Macho Man sends Orndorff in and a big clothesline. And now Savage getting a second win. This guy took 2 pile drivers and he's back up. The fans are going crazy here. You can feel it. And drops the elbow on Orndorff. I should say a forearm. If he dropped the elbow, we might have a new world champion. And now Savage rolls over Mr. Wonderful. The fans can feel it. The excitement in this building has intensified. Macho Man picking up Orndorff for a suplex. Up and over goes Mr. Wonderful. And now a cover by the Macho Man. Referee in position 1, 2, and a kick out by Mr. Wonderful. And the fans are loving this. This back and forth action. The Macho Man now working over the head of Mr. Wonderful. Stomping away on Orndorff. And a knee to the head lifts up Orndorff's head and drills him in the head with a knee. And now Orndorff fighting back. Orndorff another drop kick. Nails the Macho Man. And Orndorff goes for the cover. 1, 2, and a kick out by the Macho Man. And those kickouts are not done with much energy. The Macho Man is barely getting the shoulder up. Enough to break the pinfall, but it's not emphatic by no means. And Orndorff has the Macho Man. And a big right hand staggers the Macho Man. Up against the ropes is Savage. And up and over. Savage throws Orndorff over the top rope, and now Savage getting what I think has to appear to be his third wind. And the Macho Man allowing Orndorff to recover as well. Get Orndorff back into the ring, and nails a right hand by Orndorff. Nails Savage off guard, and another clothesline. Takes Savage down. Goes for the cover. 1, 2, and a kick out by the Macho Man. The fans here are beside themselves, and Mr. Wonderful's calling for it again, a pile driver. He's saying this time it's it. It'll be over. And now wait a second. Orndorff flexing, and from behind goes the Macho Man. Schoolboy 1, 2, and a kick out of 2. And Mr. Wonderful almost lost the title due to showboating. And now Orndorff whoops Savage again, this time back first into that exposed turnbuckle. And Mr. Wonderful setting up the Macho Man again over the top rope. And now Orndorff suplexing him back in. This up and over is definitely messing with the head of Savage. By the time Macho Man's body catches up, Orndorff's taking him back in the ring. It's a great tactic. It's a great strategy on the part of Mr. Wonderful. And now a reversal, and Orndorff into the turnbuckle, followed up by a clothesline by Savage. And Savage can feel it. He picks up Orndorff. And he's setting him up for a pile driver. And he nails him with it. Savage nails Orndorff for the pile driver, and Bobby Heenan's up on the apron. The referee distracted. And that may have saved the title because Savage could not go for a cover. And now Savage has Orndorff up and over with a suplex. Oh, the fans here are... Oh, and there's Bobby Heenan distracting Savage again. Allowing Mr. Wonderful to get back to his feet. And now from behind a roll up and a handful of tights. Referee doesn't see it. 1, 2, and throw a kick out again by the Macho Man. And Savage whips Orndorff. Now Orndorff goes into the exposed turnbuckle. Payback is a mother. And here comes Savage picking up Orndorff. Snapmare takeover. Goes, oh, he has him in a headlock. Thought he was going to go for a cover there. And Orndorff trying to fight out of this headlock. The Macho Man, what a back and forth contest, folks. This is for the World Heavyweight Championship. Now a headlock by Mr. Wonderful. And a shoulder block takes Savage down. And he sets up Savage. And another drop kick nails Savage squarely in the head. And Mr. Wonderful showboating to the fans saying, this is it, I've got it. And Bobby Heenan is very pleased at ringside. Miss Elizabeth has a look of fear on her face. She's worried that this might be the end for her man, the Macho Man. And now Orndorff has Savage up and over with a suplex back into the ring. And Orndorff picks up the Macho Man, and a kick by the Macho Man, fighting it off. Picks up Orndorff in a fireman's carry. And a guillotine over the top rope goes Orndorff. This match is over 15 minutes long. And both men have been going full tilt the entire contest. And now Savage picking up Orndorff, going for a suplex, and he nails it. That's usually the precursor to the pile driver, which in turn is the precursor. And here it is, the pile driver by Savage. And he nails Mr. Wonderful. I think Mr. Wonderful's been busted open. He is. And now Savage hammering away. Like a shark seeing blood, he's hammering away on the forehead of Mr. Wonderful. Savage picks up Orndorff. He can feel it. Russian leg sweep. Could he be setting him up for an elbow? And Bobby Heenan again interferes, allowing Orndorff to get to his feet. And a forearm from behind, a Nightmare takeover. A kick to the back, and Orndorff, now gaining control, takes him down with a clothesline. He's going for the cover. 1, 2, and a kick out by the Macho Man. Whoa, what an intense match, folks. A bloody Mr. Wonderful picks up Savage. Oh, and he's going to nail him. This will be the third pile driver. And he nails it. And that's going to be it. Orndorff going for the cover. And wait a second, Miss Elizabeth up on the apron, trying to buy her man some time, saying if it works for you, it's going to work for me. But it's not buying him time. Instead, it's going to buy him another pile driver. The fourth pile driver of the match. Hogan nails him with it. Oh, but that has to be it. Goes for the cover. Referee position 1, 2, and 3. And Mr. Wonderful has retained the World Heavyweight Championship in a grueling contest. Oh, folks, what a match here at King of the Ring. And Mr. Wonderful escaping this match with a World Heavyweight Championship. But you got to take your hat off to the Macho Man. He almost won the match several times. Kicked out of not 1, not 2, but 3 pile drivers. It was the 4th pile driver that did him in. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you very much for joining us tonight here at King of the Ring. Don the Rock Muraco, Magnificent Muraco, has won the #1 contendership. So you can imagine that next month, at Saturday night's main event in Madison Square Garden, that Mr. Wonderful will be defending that world championship against the Magnificent Muraco. And here are highlights again from this grueling match. I mean, this match was 15 to 16 minutes of non-stop grueling action by these two top performers. And there he is, your winner, folks. Thank you for tuning in to King of the Ring. I am your host, Gotmark76, and we will see you next month at Saturday night's main event. And wait a second, Mr. Wonderful, not done yet. He picks up the World Heavyweight Championship and nailing Macho Man with it. Nails him again with the championship belt. Come on, you won the match, 3rd time. Referee calling for help, but nobody's going to come out and stop this. Orndorff has Savage. Wait a second, is he going to pile drive him again the 5th time on the World Heavyweight Championship belt? And he nails it. Orndorff pile drives Savage on the championship belt. Folks, thank you for tuning in to King of the Ring. We will see you next month at Saturday night's main event. Goodbye, everybody.